Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to another video of Dauntless. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you like it a bit more, please do subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let me get straight to the point. This video is about the Riftstalker Striker build and also Riftstalker Sword build. They both have a similar build pretty much, but you have to probably change a few cells here and there. Not a big deal, but pretty much you can see that both the armor parts are the same. Only the striker and sword changes, and then later the cells will change. But first let me get to the strikers. Strikers, of course, I'm using the Titan's Crash special attack, Titan Crash, and also Cyclonic Strike Plate, the mod. Then on it, I'm pretty much going with the Conduit build, where I have extra attack speed, and also for Wild Frenzy build, which gives me even more attack speed. And of course the helmet is the Skullforge, the exotic Charog helmet, and the Boreas chest piece, and the Nasher arms, and also Charog boots. And a total of 6 Conduit, 6 Iceborne, 6 Rage, and 6 Rage Hunter, along with 6 Wild Frenzy. Only thing at +3 is the Discipline. This is what is gonna keep my health at 50%. So that my Rage gets activated at 50% and my Wild Frenzy get activated at 50%, and because of which my Iceborne also gets activated at 50%. Iceborne kind of gives me the 30% defense and also helps me with a little bit of lifesteal every time I do some damage on the behemoth. Of course, Strike Lantern and Conduit are going to go together, so that Conduit 15% and Strike Lantern 15% attack speed give me an added bonus of 30% attack speed, along with the 20% constant attack speed from Wild Frenzy. Now moving on to the same build but slightly different, because in this one we don't have Conduit, we have Energized. So we'll be replacing the Conduit cells with the Energized cells for the sword. And of course the sword does need the particular Avenging Overdrive for this build, because it's going to be very helpful. And the reactive hilt, of course, the mod. Avenging Overdrive, you can get it from Lady Luck for 150, for 500 steel marks if you've done your trials and gotten the steel marks. But anyways, you can see the build now. Instead of Conduit, we have Energized at +6, Iceborne at +6, Rage at +6, Rage Hunter at +6. But instead of Wild Frenzy at +6, this time I added a +3 Berserker. So I have +3 Berserker, +3 Discipline, and +3 Wild Frenzy. If you want Berserker and Discipline also, these cells are with Lady Luck, the NPC in Ramsgate. You need to find her shop, and these cells cost 150 steel marks each, in case someone doesn't know about it. You probably need to do the trials, and you'll probably get to know what follows the trials and what rewards you get from it. But right now, these are the things I'm using. And if you're asking why I have Berserker instead of going full on attack speed, well, I've been testing the sword out, and it feels like the sword, I have a combo which I use a lot, because of which my Skullforge helmet makes sense for this build, and because of which I shouldn't have more than a certain amount of attack speed for the sword, so that I don't lose too much of stamina, but yet I keep the combo going and going and going. You'll see the point. Right now I'm going to go with the striker build first, and we're going up against a Rezakiri. As you can see, Rezakiri solo, and obviously I won't be using any potions. The previous Riftstalker build I've made, and made a video about it. It had a good time of around 2 minutes 23 or 24 seconds. That one had knockout in it, and it was a completely different build because it wasn't based around the Skullforge helmet. Right now these two builds I've made mainly because of the Skullforge helmet and the ability it has to give you extra stamina shields, which means your stamina bar gets shields and it doesn't get depleted too quickly, so you get extra amount of time to do your combos or dashes or whatever. So here we go. I'm gonna start off with this, and mind you, I am not using the potions, so whatever time I get is from that build alone. And of course it depends on my skill also. as a Riftstalker user. I mean Riftstalker striker user. Get it? Tongue twisters. Anyways, here we go. Hopefully I can find this thing close by so that I can get a better time. But then again, it still depends on me doing some decent amount of damage. And let's see. I actually don't mind the time, but I want you to know having Skullforge is a pretty good advantage. Okay, I know where it is. Oh, it kinda reminds me of the previous video for the striker build that I made for Riftstalker striker. It's the same thing. The Razakiri was in that spot of the island last time also when I was recording. So here we go. Let's see how I do against this, shall we? Yoo-hoo, Razakiri. Like he's gotten glitched or something. And that's that. Let's see how okay I did. Somehow feel like it's not that fast, but somewhere below 3 minutes would be a good time. Ooh, around 3 minutes, but I did get a S double plus. Around 3 minutes. Of course I don't have the knockout, nor do I have the overpowered in this, so keep that in mind. It's only Rage Hunter, and the rest of it is attack speed. That's it. But still I get around 3 minutes. It is a pretty decent build, but this build is mainly around the Skullforge helmet that I'm making. And now for this one, and mind you, I have taken out the Wild Frenzy +6 and made it a +3 by default from the weapon itself, which gives a +3 Wild Frenzy. And right now we're going for the same run, Razakiri, and we'll see if I can do any better compared to the Riftstalker strikers. Oh, and mind you, I still think my previous Riftstalker build for the strikers still holds good because of the knockout damage it had, and also a decent amount of attack speed. I'll still be experimenting with different builds every now and then, of course, but just wanted you guys to see a different way of how you can use Riftstalker with the exotic helmet. So in case you have the exotic helmet, do try it out, see if you like it, or the attack speed which comes with it. Or if you want to go with the previous builds that I already had, you can go for that also. Or if you have anyone better, you can go with that too. pretty much anyone can make any build right now, or come up with a really good build compared to anyone else, as long as they have the cells and as long as they have the upgrades done for their armor parts and weapons. Oh man, the lighting looks cool. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Why is he on a barrel? Well, maybe he wanted a soft landing? I don't know. Or maybe he's trying to train his legs to balance himself well when he goes up against crazy behemoths. He needs to keep his balance, right? I don't know. I'm just saying things. Let's go, let's go. Also, if you're wondering why I'm using this particular quill shot weapon skin, well, I don't see it much. I don't see many of them using quill shot weapons anymore. So I kind of thought I'll bring back the look of it at least. So, plus it looks pretty cool with the jacket and all that. I kind of like it. Yeah. There you have it. Pretty much a decent build, I would say, and a good amount of damage too from the Riftstalker weapons. Although I didn't get the best time, 330 is actually pretty decent, I would say, without potions. And I get a good chance of getting some rare drops too. Look at that, I got a supernova die. I already have it, but still. Just a simple gameplay with the Riftstalker Strikers and also Riftstalker Sword. I'll be kinda tweaking it a little bit, and I'll probably make another build, maybe something better, who knows. I'll probably try the overpowered cells and see how that goes. Well, anyways, until next time, you guys have a good day, and as always, keep smiling, and I'll catch you guys again. I don't know when, but I will. Ciao. Sayonara, ta-ta. And I see you, and bye bye. I'm done for this video. See ya.